Well, hello. And hello. I haven't been here for a while, have I? No. Hi. Do we know each other? Hi, my name's Jess. Or if you haven't tuned in for a while, hello, I still exist. So do you. That's great. Good on you. Guess what? I've been doing something completely different these days. And that is That Video Girl. I've been doing a totally different channel, totally different business. You can subscribe to it if you want, but I'm not gonna force you. Although I'd really appreciate it if you did, subscribe and stuff. So what this is, it's just me having fun because I kind of just want to have fun. I am very inspired by Jenna Marbles at the moment, who just basically has a whole lot of fun on her channel. I also want your involvement because I feel like I just put out stuff and I'm like, here you go, I do want to make some more creative videos, stuff that's just fun and easy, and I'm just sitting here having a bit of a paint because look at this. Do you see this? Hi, do you see this? Powered by Bok Choy. Yes, it's going to make sense, don't worry. In terms of your involvement, I would really like you to give me topics, okay? Topics to talk about. Judging by my analytics, I think I have a lot of 20s to 40s watching. If you're in that age bracket, you probably got a bit of life experience behind you and you just want to bloody chill out sometimes and have a bit of a chat with people. So give me your chatty topic areas. Today, I am going to be talking about what the hell this thing is. And actually it makes a lot of sense when I'm talking about ExBoys. Ooh, do you have one of those? Maybe you have a few. I've done a little bit of some testers here to figure out what I actually really want to be doing. I'm using gouache. It's a little bit like watercolour, except it's a bit more opaque. So if you're a fan of watercolours, then you probably have a bit of an idea about how gouache works. I'm still figuring it out, but that's okay. That's okay. We can figure this out together. I'm sorry if I am looking down while also talking to you. I will figure out my camera situation eventually. So hands up in the comments there. Do you have an ex-boy? Maybe you've got an ex-girl. You just got an ex. A while back, a few years back, I had my ex-boy on my channel here, Daniel, and we made a video together. Yes, I will link it for you down below if you haven't seen it already, but don't knock yourselves out. Even though we really cared for each other, it just didn't work. It just didn't work. And so we decided to split up. It's painful when you split up with somebody, especially someone who you really, really care for. It was just not a good time. So I'm gonna go back a little bit here. This might seem a little bit unrelated, but I'll try and relate it. When I lived in Brisbane quite some time ago, the woman whose house that I lived in, and she lived downstairs, she had 3 daughters. I think she had 3 daughters. And one of them, she had so many ex-partners. She had 10 plus ex-boyfriends. I always thought, oh, that's a lot. But what I thought was more bizarre was the fact that she was still friends with pretty much all of them. And not only that, but her ex-boyfriends were friends with each other to the point that they would go down to the pub together. They would actually go out and hang out together. And the only connecting factor between them was the fact that she was their ex. I always thought that it was kind of weird. Fast forward a little bit and I'm with Dan and, we split up, but we still care for each other a lot. And instead of being just exes that don't talk to each other, we've kind of decided, hey, let's continue communicating. And it's fantastic. It's not just the fact that I can communicate with him. It's the fact that I've been able to realize a lot of things about myself by communicating with him. Because here's the thing, I feel like we get very much in our heads. I'm very much one of those people that is always in my brain, always thinking. I'm always pondering things, and I have to try and tell myself to stop because you end up making up all of these scenarios, all of these situations. You end up having all of these conversations in your head that don't exist. I was always very much in my head with Daniel. So I would have all of these internal monologues and these internal conversations that don't exist, that will never exist. I can only come to these conclusions because I can talk to him now. And it's not like we have these deep and meaningfuls very often. They seem to just sort of come on all of a sudden, and then we're sitting there for an hour and it's like, oh, I didn't expect this to happen, but here we go. I'm quite lucky that we've been able to reopen our lines of communication with each other. Oh, I just put my thumb in paint. If you feel comfortable talking with your ex, if you feel like that's something that you can do, then I reckon you should try it. Of course, we don't always have these relationships where we're able to reconnect. Our ex-partner could be abusive or awful, just not a nice person. Maybe they don't want to. Maybe they don't want to. Maybe you're like, let's reopen our lines of communication, and they're like, nah, you know what? I'm pretty all right. I don't think that we need to do that. And you just have to be like, okay, all right, that's fine. Let's step back. That's okay. But if they're open to it, maybe you could learn more about yourself that you didn't know before, because I sure as heck have in the last couple of years since being able to talk with him. Our friendship now is one where we're able to talk to each other almost every single day. We talk to each other, not like talk on the phone. No, that's a bit antiquated. Who does that anymore? Like, we're always on Facebook Messenger, although maybe that's just because I'm always on Facebook Messenger. There's no kind of expectation there. So now we can just have casual conversations and send stickers to each other, which used to be a big problem for me because I'm like, our relationship can't run on stickers. This is insane. Like, why don't you talk to me? Now I'm like, here's a doggo. Here's a meme. So, powered by bok choy, this came from a conversation that two of us had. One night I was cooking a lot of food and I just ate way too much bok choy. Like, I ate just a massive bunch of bok choy. And I came back to him and I'm like, oh my God, I'm full of bok choy. I've got the conversation. I will put like a screenshot so you can actually look at it. I think I just said, oh, that needs to be on a shirt. Here I am. All of these months later, painting powered by bok choy, inspired by a conversation that I had with my ex, and it just really tickled me. I'm just really, really grateful that I can have those kinds of conversations with him now. Yay, all done. Do you love it? I kind of dig it. I think this is really cool. This is really fun. So I don't know if I can sync this up before this thing uploads, but I will give it a red hot crack. Down the bottom, you might see that there's like a strip there, and you may very well see powered by bok choy on the bottom of this video, and you can actually purchase a powered by bok choy t-shirt. Whoa, I've never done merch before, and this is like a really soft way of doing merchandise. Maybe you want to buy this t-shirt to support me. Maybe you're just a really hardcore vegan. So next week, I'm actually going to be talking about how some companies have ripped off my image. Yay, don't you love it when that happens? Isn't the internet really fun? Yeah, wow, party. And then the week after that, I don't really have any topics lined up. I was thinking about talking about, yes, makes sense, Japan. Since I lived for 2 years in Japan, and I never really actually talked about it afterwards. It's just sort of like this, whoop, there's a blip on the map of my life and bye. Anyway, so if you want to hear about Japan, let me know. I'm also going to Japan very, very soon. Woo! I'm going for Fuji Rock, and I'm going to do lots of vlogs. So if you want vlogs about Japan, tell me what you want to see, because I'm still debating in my brain, what do I want to, make videos about? I feel like I'm just talking too much now. I'm going to go. Thanks for tuning in. Love you all. Please check out that video girl as well. And I'm out of here. Bye.